Hey guys, it's Liz. I'm coming in with my 1 week weigh-in. This is a Fat Mom's Journey. Welcome back. It's good to see anybody who's returned, anybody who's following me. I appreciate I've gotten a couple messages through the week just with people that are saying that they're encouraging me and that they're following my journey, which is really awesome, and I appreciate you guys. That's amazing. I have had a rough first week. I think that kind of happens with everybody, doesn't it? And your first week always like the worst week ever. And like everything happens. So I didn't even think about the fact that I was going to be going out to dinner for my birthday or anything like that. So I did use my cheat meals on those. Or my treat meals. I'm sorry, my treat meals. See, I've got to change my way of thinking when it comes to all that too. I actually am going to start doing the ketogenic diet. It's something I really looked into. I've got a lot of friends who are doing it. And it's something that it's a lot of the stuff that I already eat. I do like a lot of carbs, and so that's going to be hard to cut out. But I have been successful on low carb diets before. Obviously, I didn't keep it off, which is where I'm really going to have a struggle, I think, in the end, keeping it off. And that's, again, one of the reasons why I'm here, is just to try to keep myself accountable even after I've lost the weight. But for right now, I'm just trying to lose the weight. For right now, I'm just trying to get the weight off. So I am going to do the ketogenic diet. I've got my ketone strips, so I'm actually going to measure to see if I'm actually in ketosis, which, you know, as a nurse, I guess I never really even realized what the difference was between ketosis and ketoacidosis, which ketoacidosis is something very bad. I mean, very bad. But ketosis is actually your body's natural way of switching its fuel sources, basically. So your body takes sugar, it takes carbs, and it turns carbs into sugar. And it uses that sugar as a fuel source. And whatever's left over gets stored as fat. For famine time, basically, our bodies are set up for feast or famine time. So we basically store that for if we go into a famine, because that's what our bodies are naturally supposed to do. Ketosis is a way of getting your body out of using carbs and the sugars that you get from carbs to your fat. Basically, it's switching your full fuel source. I'm sorry, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. My kids are finally all asleep. I'm finally all done with all the stuff that I had to do today for my Pampered Chef stuff. So I just wanted to sit down and do my 1 week because I don't want to forget it. So anyway, so we're switching your fuel source from the sugar that you get from your carbohydrates to now your body's actually having to use the fat that it's stored up. It's having to break down that fat to turn it in to a fuel source for your body. And when that happens, your body puts off ketone bodies. And so that's why you, when you're on ketosis, when you're on the ketogenic diet, you do the ketosis. So that's something I'm going to be trying this week. I am on like 1 week, I want to say, of the Thrive Duo, which really, really has suppressed my appetite a lot. I'm actually having to be really careful because I'm wanting to not eat at all, and that's not good either. So it's like and I've done this before when I've taken weight loss medicines, it'll suppress my appetite so much so that I'll eat breakfast when I wake up because it's just habit to eat breakfast, and then I will go the rest of the day until it's almost dinner time, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm starving. Why am I starving? And then I'm like, I'm starving because I haven't eaten. So I need to get better about that. I gotta get better about eating my meals for the day. I'm also really having a hard time with the fact that I'm going back to work on Monday. I'm leaving my 2-month-old and my other 2 children too, of course. Seems like it's harder after each one, though. So I'm leaving my 3 children, of course, at night with my husband while I go to work at the hospital, and I'm just having a lot of problems with that. I had postpartum depression really bad after my first daughter. And while my postpartum depression got better, I feel like I still have depression. There's some days when I'm super happy and super awesome, and then there's some days where I just want to lay around. And the hard part is that right now I don't know. I guess as a mother you feel a guilt when you leave your children and you go back to work. And so right now I'm having that guilt phase of all of this, and it's so hard. It definitely kicks up your depression. It makes me want to binge eat. I'm not going to say that I haven't gotten the spoon and the peanut butter and gone and just sat down and ate spoons full of peanut butter, because that's like one of my go-to. It sounds really strange, I know, but that's one of my go-to. We always have peanut butter in the house, and it's so high in sugar and everything, so you really shouldn't do that. But that's just one of my go-tos, and there's been a few times this week I'll confess that I've done that. I also, like I said, went out for dinner and had my treat meals. Now, my treat meals are going to have to be fewer and far between with the ketogenic diet, because you do want to go into ketosis and stay there. So I'm going to try to do my treat meal once every 2 weeks instead of every week. So I'm actually going to, once every 2 weeks, I'm going to just kind of have a little treat meal. And the whole reason why, my friend added me, she was like, oh, do this ketogenic diet with me. And I was like, well, I don't really know. She was like, no. She was like, look it up, look into it, and I'll add you some of these Facebook groups. And I was like, okay. And these Facebook groups are great, right? Doesn't everybody love Facebook groups? I know I do. Anyway, so she added me to this Facebook group. And she added me to like the super strict, super on it Facebook group. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they're like, don't encourage people to go and cheat on their diet. Don't post links that are not from these sites. Don't say anything about if you cheat on your diet. And I'm like, it's a lifestyle change. I'm so tired. I'm not saying I'm on a diet anymore. I'm changing my lifestyle. That's the way I'm going to look at it from now on. I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm not dieting. I'm changing the way I eat from a day-to-day basis. This isn't a diet that I'm going on, that I'm going to be on for a few months and lose some weight and then go back to the way I was eating before. No. I'm going to actually change my lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change. And I think to do that, you have to give yourself some leeway. I mean, for the rest of my life, can I tell you that I'm never going to drink another soda? No. For the rest of my life, do you think I'm ever going to not ever have another piece of cake? Of course not. Everybody does. Everybody has a little piece of cake. Everybody has a soda every now and then. It's more about the moderation. It's about how often you do it. So if I do every now and then, once every 2 weeks for now, while I'm trying to lose weight, and then once I get to the point where I've actually lost weight, I am going to play around with it and see what happens. See what happens if I, add a few more carbs to my diet and stuff like that. And that's just stuff you have to do in life. You just have to kind of see where it goes. But I just can't let it get to this point again. I cannot let it get to this point again. Okay? I've got to get out of this. I will tell you, like I said, I weighed this morning because I didn't want to weigh after the whole night and stuff. I wanted to weigh first thing in the morning, and I'll continue to weigh first thing in the mornings so that way I know. And I will tell you that I lost weight. All right, I will tell you that. I'll post at the end of this. I will put my weigh-in. I did record it for you guys. So at the end of this, I'll tag on my weigh-in, and you'll see. But I did lose weight. I'm so excited. I didn't lose a lot, but I did lose a little bit. Going into week 2, my goal for this week is just to give this ketogenic diet a try and to not have any treat meals this week. I had a treat meal tonight for my birthday too. But I'm going to try not to have any more treat meals this week, and I'm going to try to make it through the whole week in ketosis and see how much weight I lose. Obviously, in a few weeks, if the ketosis thing is not working out for me, then I'll vamp it up. That's another thing I'm going to tell you guys is what I'm doing, what I plan to do that week, what I plan to do for the next week to lose weight, okay? I would like to lose 5 pounds this next week. That's going to be my short-term goal for this next week, is to lose 5 pounds. I have not set a lot of short-term goals yet, so that's something I need to sit down and really make myself do, is set short-term goals. Like I said, I've mostly been thinking about the fact that I have to go back to work. I have a physical tomorrow for work, and our physicals at my job are crazy, so I'm trying not to stress about that. I'm hoping I pass my physical and I can go back to work on Monday, because I need to go back to work badly. But that is kind of my week in a nutshell. It wasn't anything too exciting, too fun. My kids just being crazy kids. Crazy. Are everyone's kids crazy? I hope so. I hope it's not just my kids. I love them though. Oh my gosh, you love your kids, don't you? Oh, man. I love my kids. Ugh. So much. But anyway, so my friends and I were talking tonight when we were at dinner, and it was really funny because we were actually talking about weight loss. We were talking about all of this stuff, and my friend said she was watching something, and she said every time you watch like a weight loss show, have you ever noticed that? Every time you watch a weight loss show, they always say like, oh, I saw myself in this picture. Or, oh, I did this and this was my moment. And I had one of those last time I lost weight. I had one of those moments. But when I hear people say that, I always think like, what's my moment going to be this time? I don't feel like I've had it yet. I don't know. I just don't feel like I've had that like aha moment, where you're just like, oh my gosh, that's why I'm going to lose weight this time. And maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing that I haven't had that moment, because that's led to my, yo-yo dieting before, and I don't want to yo-yo diet this time. I want to actually change my lifestyle. So I just wonder what picture it'll be, though, that'll make me be like, that's it. I have to lose weight. I mean, I've seen myself. I know I'm heavy. I've seen myself in pictures. I've seen myself in all that stuff. So, I don't know what my aha moment's going to be. I'll let you know if I have it. I will let you know. As soon as I have my aha moment, I will get on and I will let you know what my aha moment was. But I just haven't had it yet. And so I went walking earlier this week with my family, and I carried my almost 10-pound daughter around in my little carrier thing and pushed my other daughter around, and I did 1 whole mile, and I felt like I was going to die. So I'm definitely out of shape. It took me, I don't even know how long it took me, honestly. I did not even time it. Not even close. But I also signed up for, there's a Facebook group that does virtual runs. I don't know if you guys know anything about this or not, but it's like kind of like a woman's empowerment online virtual group, and this one was for breast cancer. So I was like, you know what, it's a good cause. You can run your miles. You don't have to log your miles. It's like, it works on like an honor system. So they send you your shirt, they send you your medal, they send you all of that stuff in the mail, your little bib thing in the mail, and you just complete the miles on your own. It's a 5K, so it's what, 3.1 or 3.2 miles, something like that. But so it's an honor system, so you just complete the miles yourself. And so I have signed up for that. So I will let you guys know how my miles are going. and I'm going to complete those as soon as I get that. I think it's October, so I think I'll get it sometime after the beginning of October. So as soon as I get that, I'll share that with you guys, and I will get started on it, and I'll have to do it probably a mile at a time, but I'll get it done. That's just where I'm at right now, is just getting things done. And I don't know. Do you ever just feel overwhelmed? Sometimes I just feel really overwhelmed. With everything going on, I am just a little overwhelmed right now. I'm definitely tired. I need to go to sleep, and I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do this next week. And I look forward to hearing any encouraging words you have for me, anything going on with you guys this week, anything like that. You can feel free to share it with me on here. Just ready to get week 2 going. I'm ready to get into this process and to have lost some weight and to be able to show you guys some things. I feel like, just a few pounds is not anything impressive. It is to me, but it's probably not to you guys. I feel like when I look on the little YouTube blogs and I look at all the weight loss blogs, there's always like the fat picture next to the skinny picture, and I feel like when I see that fat picture next to that skinny picture, I want to know, like, what did that girl do? What did she do? But when I just see a picture of a fat girl sitting there, I'm like, well, what's she doing? I mean, I want to know what she's doing because I'm there with her, but I don't know that everybody else is the same way I am with that. And so I just want to get one of those pictures for you guys so that I can really, and for me too, I want one of those before. I want the before and after. I want people to be able to be like, oh my gosh, look at that difference. And so, they say it takes, 8 weeks for you to notice a difference, 12 weeks for your friends and family to notice a difference, and 16 for everyone else. So, we'll see. We're going into week 2, and I'm just excited to get this week underway and get it started and lose some more weight, and I'll catch up with you guys in a week. If anything happens between now and then, like I said, I'll let you know, but it's pretty uneventful over here. It's pretty uneventful. So, I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe. If you're watching, please make sure you subscribe below, just to keep up with me and to keep encouraging me and help me to get to my goal. And hopefully I can help you to get to your goal. And that's really all it's about. So thanks for watching, and you guys have a great night. Bye. All right, guys, 1 week weigh-in.